afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Babagbagede Imo TV. I'm Jubril Munirat. First are the major headlines for today. Serap sues Buhari over failure to unblock phone lines of 72 million subscribers. Bandits abduct lecturer and daughter and demand 100 million naira in Kaduna. PDP orders Fume over killing of 12,250 Nigerians in 1 year. 6 worshippers injured as church collapses in Badagry. Traditional worshippers condemn open display of Alaafen's corpse. 1 fear dead, many injured as explosion hits Senate President's hometown, Gajra. Now the news in details. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a lawsuit against President Muhammadu Buhari over the failure to unblock the phone lines of over 72 million telecommunication subscribers barred from making calls on their SIMs. Joined in the suit as respondents were the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, and Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami. The suit followed the recent directive by the federal government to telecommunications companies to block outgoing calls on all unlinked lines as the deadline for the verification expired on March 31st. In the suit number FHC-LCS 711-2022, filed last week at the federal court in Lagos, SERAP sought an order setting aside the directive by President Buhari to telecommunication companies to block outgoing calls on all lines without due process of law. Some bandits were reported to have abducted the former head of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Kaduna Polytechnic, Dr. Ramatu Abashi, and her daughter Amira near Kasuwan Migani in Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State. It was gathered that the mother and daughter, together with a commercial driver conveying them, were attacked after distributing clothes and other items to the less privileged for the Eid al-Fitr celebration. A source added they were abducted near Kasuwan Magani in Kajuru local government area, some few kilometers away from the metropolis, after they successfully distributed some relief materials to the less privileged. The People Democratic Party and 2 other opposition parties have lamented the rising insecurity in the country, which has caused the death of 12,250 citizens between January 2021 and March 2022. According to a report compiled by research group SB Morgan and an advocacy network, Enough is Enough Nigeria, 6,102 civilians were killed within the period, while 1,055 security personnel were killed. Further breakdowns showed that 571 of those killed were soldiers, 307 police officers, and 193 vigilante members. Personnel of other security agencies like the Department of State Services, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nigerian Customs Service, and the Federal Road Safety Corps were also killed during the period. The report showed that not less than 1,005 citizens were killed in each quarter since January 2021, with the second quarter of last year recording the highest number of deaths, 3,133. All of this happened under the regime of President Major General Muhammadu Buhari, who was elected in 2015 on the platform of the All Progressives Congress. No fewer than 6 members of the Deeper Life Bible Church, located at Iragbo community in Badagry, Lagos State, were injured on Sunday, sustaining serious degrees of injuries when the building of the church collapsed during a heavy storm while the service was in progress. Reports have it that heavy rain, which was later followed by a heavy storm, led to the collapse of the church building at around 9:30 a.m. One of the members of the church, who was also a victim, Mr. Topozin, today told NAN that 6 members of the church sustained serious injuries. Traditional worshippers condemn open display of Alaafen's corpse. Traditional worshippers have condemned the open display of the corpse of late Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Adeyemi, during the Islamic funeral prayer. They said the act was against the tenet of traditional respect for a dead king. They also enjoined all Yoruba monarchs to emulate the late Adeyemi in promoting traditional religion, which is the basis of their crown. The traditionalists recalled that the late Alaafin never missed words in condemning open display of Yoruba obas remains for any purpose while alive. The chairman, Traditional Religion Worshippers Association of Nigeria, Oyo State Branch, Savio Adefabi Fadiran, and the secretary, Mogaji Dr. Fakayode Fatunde, appreciated Shango devotees in Oyo town for tolerating the Muslim and Christian worshippers for the initial prayers before taking over the traditional rites. They said, "It is rather disappointing to have seen the corpse of our revered Alaafin being displayed all over the internet. It is saddening and we want this to be on record that we as a body are protesting this act. We do not want our children and our grandchildren to question us in the future that we did not talk or act." Finally, one fear dead, many injured as explosion hit Senate President's hometown in Gajwa. Residents of Gajwa town, the headquarters of Bade local government area of Yobe State, were on Sunday thrown into pandemonium following a loud explosion that rocked the town. Gajwa is about 188 kilometers north of Damaturu, the Yobe State capital, and is the ancestral home of the incumbent president of the Senate, Hamad Lawan. The incident was said to have occurred at a beer parlor in Abacha area of the town when Muslim faithful were observing late evening prayer. An anonymous source told our correspondent that we were observing the late evening prayer at 8 p.m. and all of a sudden we heard a loud explosion, and after the prayer we were told that it was suspected IED that exploded in the Abacha area. The incident is coming less than a week after Boko Haram terrorists infiltrated Gaydam town in the night where they killed about 11 people. That was the news, but before we go, here's a quick recap of the major headlines once again. Serap sues Buhari over failure to unblock phone lines of 72 million subscribers. Bandits abduct lecturer and daughter, demand 100 million naira in Kaduna State. PDP orders Fume over killing of 12,250 Nigerians in 1 year. 6 worshippers injured as church collapses in Badagry. Traditional worshippers condemn open display of Alaafin's corpse. Finally, 1 fear dead, many injured as explosion hits Senate President's hometown in Gajwa, Yobe State. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. On YouTube, Bagede Imo TV. Kindly click on the red subscribe button, like, comment, and share. For advert placement, kindly call the number showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon once again. I'm Jubril Munirat.